666.
Richard, my one big thing this week, and the timing is very interesting here with everything going on in Ukraine, but Saudi Arabia is hosting its first ever major defense show this week. The World Defense Show begins in Riyadh in just a few days. Gentlemen, looks like a barn burner. The event will showcase the latest in defense industry tech. As you both know very well, Saudi Arabia is one of the top spenders globally on defense. In 2020, it was the sixth largest spender on defense, plopping down an estimated $57.5 billion, according to SIPRI. For this year, Saudi Arabia's budgeted defense spending is down from that figure at $45.5 billion. That's a trend in the right direction for Saudi Arabia as it looks to localize half of its defense spending by 2030. Back to the event itself, over 420 exhibitors are registered for the event, which will also feature a special zone for startups in the defense space. Saudi Arabia created a purpose-built space for this event, which will take place every other year, and it looks like American defense firms like Lockheed Martin and Raytheon are among the 72 U.S. companies with a presence there. This is David, this is kind of a big deal.
Yeah. It is a big deal. I mean, in the past, you had big air shows, most notably, usually in the UAE, Dimdex in Qatar, which is the maritime exhibit. And Saudi Arabia, as in so many other things, are kind of, the sleeping giant waking up saying, wait a minute, why are all these little countries having the big exhibitions? We're the big market. And I think that just given the scale, it's possible Saudi Arabia will eventually push these other shows out.
And Saudi Arabia, they're covering every sector of the defense field. I mean, it's not like you say, the Qatar is more marine, but this is, they're covering everything.
Yeah.
Including space, I saw was one of the focuses, which is really cool. The photos on the website are really interesting. They're sort of like renderings of what the future of combat and warfare might look like. It was really fun to sort of peruse that.
Sorry to interrupt, Lucian. So I guess in the run-up, this is the 6-9 March is the defense show. In the run-up, there's a Riyadh Defense Forum.
Yeah.
And it's hosted by International Institute for Strategic Studies. I think 300 of the world's most influential military and government figures. Dave, does a report come out of this, or is it really just the proceedings?
A report does come out of it. There's a number of articles that will be published along with it, but they're all published anonymously. So I will, when you get a copy, I'll let you figure out which one I wrote.
Well, if there's any mention of mothballing the Navy, I know it's yours.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We're negative references to Phil Mickelson. Yeah.
Well, that could be a bunch of papers, actually.
Yeah. So, it is. But so I spoke about how Saudi Arabia sees itself as the natural hub for all of this. So the IISS, their big Middle East event is the Manama Dialogue every year. And you have to wonder, will this push that out? So,
That's an interesting point.
It's quite telling that, you've had a long-standing relationship there, and obviously there are different times of the year. So I'm sure that ISSS views it as complementary. But I think if I were the Bahrainis, I would be like, interesting. Okay.
Interesting, that is.
Oh, please, Richard. I'm sorry.
No, just the Manama event's a big deal.
It's a huge
deal. It has been, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's, it's either, from the United States, it's either the Secretary of Defense or the Secretary of State goes. Yeah. So, it's a big deal. And, I'm sure that, I'm sure the Bahrainis are, taking a look around and taking stock.
Is there a sense on what Russian presenters or Russian companies are like? I mean, with everything going on and sort of a global action against Russia right now, and especially economically, is it awkward for them right now to be there if they are? And do you have any sense on that?
I don't, but imagine technically you can't use a credit card if you're Russian now. So I think it'd be very hard. I imagine there'll probably be a lot of late minute cancellations, or maybe they'll present in virtually. But I'm sure all these defense entities are. It'd be hard to find a bank that would work with one of them at this point in time. The way the sanctions have been imposed, it's basically to do just humanitarian stuff, energy flow and a weapons exporting firm. I don't see them getting an exemption from the sanction.